It's always good stuff when we're alive, brother. Alive and live. What up? What up? What up? Right, Nation live in the building, motherfuckers.
Just like that, and we're on the line.
Just like that, bro. We live, bro. I gotta go.
I can't put myself out there like
Nah, you're not on yet. Don't even worry about it. Don't even trip. Don't even trip.
I see the end stream right now.
I mean, we're live, but you're not on. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're not on.
There's no difference there, player.
Man, 24-23. Good Lord. Good Lord. Good Lord. I don't know, man.
Low. You know what I'm gonna be saying, bro.
Oh, bro. I don't even want. I can't wait to hear what you're saying. Now, mind you, we just jumped on right now. I haven't talked to Gravy at all day. A little bit. We talked a little bit during the halftime, but I was kind of in the middle of a family thing, and we were watching it, and we haven't talked at all about ball. We haven't said one iota to anything about ball. But before we get into the loss, the Las Vegas Raiders lost.
It wasn't a loss. We lost the game. We lost a preseason game.
We lost a preseason game. We're breaking our curse. We're breaking the curse because when we start winning preseason games, we go undefeated in preseason games. All of a sudden, we're going for the Super Bowl.
Exactly. I was going to say that, Lo.
We're heading for the Super Bowl, everybody.
Every time we went 4-0, we went fucking 3 and something.
Oh, bro, like, yeah, let's not do it. Let's not do it. Man, welcome to RaiderNationLive. I'm your host, Lo. What up, Lo? Got Coach Gravy and Renegade 420 will be pulling up very, very shortly. Thank you guys for pulling up. As you see in the title, it's going to be the Raiders versus Vikings preseason game recap. And shout out to everybody in the chat. Like we always tell you around these parts, be thankful for what you do, got what you don't, and don't drink and drive. My voice is sounding better. The meds are working, so I'm kind of happy about that, man. Shit, we're gonna get into the chat. There's a shitload of people in the chat right now, man. Appreciate you guys jumping up early.
I liked it. I'm sorry, bro. I liked it better when you had a head cold. Sounded more like you have more bass in your throat, right? Right now you sound like that. Yeah.
So you want me to drop the voice like this? All right,
like you have a nasal infection. You know what I mean?
So I'm gonna be like this. All right, everybody.
Yeah,
I can't do it.
I can just go home. I go over there and just punch you right in the nose. I'll be all right.
Let's do that. Right. You know what I mean?
After the show, we'll end the show about an hour. I'll go.
You can hit me in the nose. Just don't hit me in the jaw, bro. Just don't hit me in the jaw.
I'm cool. That's for somebody else to do. I heard.
Anyways, be thankful what you do, guys. What you don't drink and drive, man. We're gonna get into the chat, man, and I'm gonna try to catch up because there's fucking hundreds already. I'm seeing it's crazy. We're gonna get to it, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. So, my opinion, first one in the building. He says Minshew scored 17 points on Saturday. Remember what we said? If he scored 10 of the 17, see you guys when the show starts, boys. Guess my opinion is right again. Fucking my opinion. Anyways, give it up to fucking my opinion. Shout out AP the D. Damn, bro. I didn't see guard dog kick a field goal or rush into the end zone. Guess Carlson field goals and Zeus 2-yard run make them trade capital. Gardner did okay, but he ain't him. All right. We're gonna get into it, bro. It's gonna be crazy. But I'm gonna get through everybody, man. Give everybody a shout out. But y'all, the first two, man, AP DDT. And I swear to God that I don't know why you have Wasted's picture up there. But anyways. Pena, what up, bro? Salute to you. I'm going to get to everybody, man. We're going to get to talk about it, man. It's going to be a good show.
Maybe it's wasted.
It probably is wasted, bro. If it's wasted, bro, salute to you, man. I kind of liked Wasted and what he talked about, bro. But some of the people that you're guilty by motherfuckers that you fuck with, bro. So, you know what I mean? So, I'm an asshole. Thanks to Gravy. Anyways. Get into it. Penny, what up, bro? It's DeLuna, Billy Davis in the building. Ryan Reynolds, Raider Ryan. I don't know why I said Ryan Reynolds. Maybe that guy's talking about me. Anyways,
did you watch Deadpool or something? Ryan
yeah,
Reynolds?
I watched it twice, but I don't watch it all the time. But I don't watch it today. He goes, I'm still sticking with AOC. If we started left quarterback, that sack would have been a touchdown instead of a solid play, making capability and inconsistency from Gardner. We'll get into it, bro. Shout out Raider Ryan.
Shoulda,
everybody right here. LOL. Everyone's trap guy. What up, bro? Salute to you, man. Salute, man. Hopefully having a good one. Man, my opinion's on fire. He's all over the place. Only one game though. Next week should start Minshew and see how it looks from there. Yes, sir. I don't know if anybody listened to what Coach AP was saying, but he had some good points, man. I appreciate the coach, man. He has a tough decision, man. Trap guy saying right here, we'll probably look against the backups. I'd probably look good against the backups too. Okay, we're gonna get into that. Let me get to everybody, bro, and then we'll start getting it going. Cool Kev in the building. Shout out to you, brother. SoCal Sal in the building. My opinion, free thinker. I might be doubling up on you guys, man. My bad. Turkey in the building. House Junkies, bro. Salute to you, man. Hey, go over there to House Junkies if you like house music, bro. He's always posting on TikTok. Go follow him, bro. He's always bumping some good music, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that? Oh.
Yeah. He be on there. He's doing his thing. He's starting out just like me, doing the DJ thing. I haven't done it on TikTok in a minute. It's been about 2 weeks, but I'm gonna get back into it. Santi Bands, what's up, bro? Salute to you, man. Hopefully you're having a good one. Wild Turkey, William N, Dark Side. I would go to Dark Side. William Low. Let me know when those fire shirts. I am working on it, bro. I just started the Shopify stuff. Got to figure everything out. Got to talk to my boys. Got to look at the little bit of money that we have made and what we're going to invest and how we're going to do it, bro. But they are coming shortly. James Williams, what up, bro? Salute to you, man. Ja in the building. Vic Tafel reports Adam has decided who he wants as quarterback from Tom Telesco. Adam has said it again why this is an AP team. Okay. We're going to get into that too. Myra, what up? What up? Salute to you. Hopefully having a good one. Good weekend, man. It's Sunday, man. Hopefully everyone had a nice day. Mission needs to chill off those hospital balls. Man, I'm telling Dark Side, that's another one, bro. That's another good fucking point right there. Shout out Milka Beezy, man. Salute to you, man. Alan, what's going on, bro? Hope all is well, gravy. I need that negative reasoning. Yeah, I don't know. Somebody got a hold of you, bro, but they were reaching out to me, bro, and I gave them all your info. So shout out to them. Dark Side, man, everybody's same people. Trying to catch up to everybody, man. Santi Bands, the Dark Side. The other wide receiver missed the block. That wasn't Uncle Rico. Yeah. Raider Room in the building. What up? Because that's when he froze on his podcast. His Wi-Fi was fucked up. Oh, okay. Stupid. All right, I'm fucking way behind, bro. Raider Room says right here, O'Connell started his drive inside the 5, marched down the field. Minshew played with the 2s and got a good ball multiple times. Minshew needs to do the same against the 1s. If people are expecting him to be, that's another good one, bro. Derek, what up, bro? Salute to you, man. Says Minshew plays like that with the starters. Dude's always okay, but he's definitely better than LC. Man, so split. Dark's in the building. What up? Raider Alex, what's up, brother? Hopefully, hey, man, go to Raider Alex's fucking channel, bro. He always has some good breakdowns, man. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure he's going to have a couple breakdowns. So, make sure you shoot on over there. Trying to catch up to everybody. Ray Love in the building. All eyes in the building. What up? 2 cents. Damn, man, this is everybody, man. I appreciate you guys. Trying to catch up. All right. Trying to get everybody in here. We're almost there. Are we there? Yep, we caught up. For sure. We caught up like my girl caught me cheating. No, I'm just playing. Anyways, I don't cheat. All right. So there was a lot of good points that everybody put in there. In the Gardner Minshew and the AOC, it's going to go back and forth. Before we get into it, shout out Mike, bro. Shout out Mike G. You know, all down here from there. Ark, bro, you got to get at me, bro. Get at me tomorrow, bro, so we lock all that stuff in. But shout out to homie Ark. But before we get into it, man, I was just happy. Let me get to say something. I was happy that we got fucking football back no matter what. It's been missed. I finally got a chance just to sit down, zone out. I was around family and everything. Gabe in the building, talking about family. Gabe in the building.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not much, brother. Shit, chilling. But I was just excited, bro, just to have football back. You know what I mean? It's been a long fucking couple, I guess you want to call it weeks. My guess, what up, bro? Months. It's been long. We've worked our ass off, all three of us, keep it going, to keep talking ball. But now it's here. Now we're getting a little sample size of what we're looking at, bro. I'm just excited. It's going to be a great season. Hopefully I meet some of you guys out there, bro. And I know a lot of us. I know Gabe's going to be going to the New Orleans game. I'm going to be going to the Atlanta game, both LA games. You know what I mean, and whatever else comes up. It's gonna be fun, man. I'm just excited football's back. So let's get into it. What it says right here. Everyone wanted to move from DC, but this is why you replace him with lesser versions of themselves. Long drive for field goals, good accuracy, but stats don't win games. All right, shit. Alex, what up, bros? Alex Turek, yeah. Shout out to you, bro. Anyways, man. So that's all I want to get my spiel about so far. So we can get into, man. Talk to me, guys. What you guys see?
Seven
You guys
in
want
the
to
house. 70 in the house.
Yeah, hit that like button too. Appreciate you guys.
Let's crack in. Let's crack it, Jay. You want to? Look, I'll say this. I think going into the game, like before the game started, I think because AOC got that first start, maybe with the ones, he probably had the slight edge. And I will say this, that the one drive. I mean, the one drive was great. Like don't get me wrong, it was great. I mean, I would say that the left tackle. You know what I mean? It's probably going to be a lot better when you have Colton Miller or the likes of one of those guys out there, because dang man, Andres Pete got beat bad on that third down. You know what I mean? And go. But I will say this though, man, it was a nice drive, but Minshew outplayed him. I would say Minshew outplayed him on Saturday, and I think if AOC had the lead, if Minshew didn't get the lead on Saturday, they're for sure neck and neck. And like AP, I think that's why AP made it clear. Like this second week, this outperforms who in this game. I think is gonna get that job. And right now, I mean, Minshew looks like he has the momentum. You know what I mean? I mean, because obviously he got the more drives. You know what I mean? He had the. I guess the quarter started with him. The second quarter. Luckily, he got the second quarter started with him, with the Raiders with the ball. You know what I mean? He was able to get 3 drives out of there because the Vikings did score, quickly on one. But he led two touchdown drives. I know that the third drive, you know what I mean, when we blocked the field goal, he didn't get a first down or anything like that, but it's still, I would say, I mean, it still garnered 3 points, you know what I mean? But, I mean, 14 points on 3 drives, pretty damn good. I would say probably, for me, I would say probably neck and neck, but Minshew has the momentum.
Gravy, talk to me, bro. Talk to me. Let me know.
I'm not surprised what Gabe said. I've never been. And the thing that upsets me, the thing that upset me the most is that the dude had a 96 12 play drive. That was impressive. That's what we want to do. Zeus looked good.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. He was a dominant back in both. I'm not going to say in both in the game because the Minnesota running backs basically killed us. But if you want to say that drive, the only drive, that he really took over, that was the best drive that he had. But Minshew, and then the sack kind of worried me because he held the ball too long. Even though Pete did what he did, but he has to do something.
You didn't think the tackle got in there too quick? Like he got in there like in 2 seconds. That dude got in there with like he beat Pete so bad it was just
he did beat Pete pretty quick.
Yeah. But you're a shotgun, and you can see that. You can see that. So you have a little bit of time, I'm talking a second, to move forward, move away, read your reads, and go. That's what's expected of you, Gabe. Yeah. That's what's expected of you to do. But he got sacked. And no matter who the tackle is, if you're the quarterback, you don't have a choice of a guy's hurt, and then they put the sub in there, and you got to maneuver yourself. You got to be able to get out the way. You just, I got a backup left tackle there. I'm going to get sacked. That's not his intentions. I'm just, it just happened again where his mobility or his, not mobility because people take offense to that, but just the awareness to move out the way a little bit so you won't get that, you know.
But you didn't think you'd seen like you didn't think you seen like on that third down where he almost got hit, like somebody was coming on the blind side, he almost got hit, he let it go, and then there was another play on that drive where he was stepped up in the pocket, you know what I mean, on another third down where he stepped up in the pocket, got the first down. I like his awareness on those plays. I just think maybe that was just a little too quick on the offensive side, but I get you. He should be able to at least roll out a little bit to buy himself a second or two. You know what I mean? Like just maybe a second or two. I get you, but you know what I mean? I just think maybe the offensive lineman got beat a little too bad on there.
Yeah, and we heard nothing. All this offensive line, the way it is right now, is tearing it up. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's lighting things up. Pete and Whitehead or White, whatever his name is, they're playing, have a good ass camp and all this. First opportunity this guy has on a third down or whatever, they get sacked. He gives up a big sack, and that was, you lost yardage. That's why you got the field goal.
Yeah.
And it's the same old thing. Red zone efficiency is what we did. Minshew didn't have that problem. Yeah, we ran the ball in. Okay, that's just as good. He doesn't get a stat for that. But the throw that he got was great. His mobility, and then he's not as accurate as AOC. I could tell that. You know, he zips the ball in there. And he did those crazy plays where he threw to that tight end and he got killed. He deserves that grind. He deserves to get.
Oh, yeah.
Don't do that. Don't do that to your dudes. And then the other one, you know, he tried to make things happen where he was erratic. He's not under control. He just clicks into, you know what, I got to make a play happen. I got to make a play happen. I got to do something. And it's a 50-50 shot. I mean, looks like an idiot, or he looks like it could pan out for him. But I thought that the only gripe that anybody has to say about it is that Minshew got more time to develop, to get into the groove of the game and all that with the extra quarter that he played. And O'Connell just had a quarter. And that drive took grip of time away, but it was a 12-play drive, 96-yard drive. That's what you want. That's the kind of football. Yeah, that's the type of football you want to play.
That's going to help this type of team. That's going to help this type of team with a defensive, minded team. As much as we didn't look that great on defense, maybe because giving up a lot of yards, but I just think it's a little too early. I wasn't either. I'm not going to lie. I mean, I like the first quarter, that they were able to stop them in the red zone and then, get the pick and shit like that. But as far as the overall defense, but I would say, I still like our defensive chances during the year, you know what I mean? Especially, getting closer to the season. But I mean, I kind of, did say, I kind of felt, that this defense in camp was getting these quarterbacks ready, you know what I mean? And both of them did perform. I will say this, Minshew got more chances maybe on Saturday, but I will say that I don't think AOC did anything to hurt himself. I mean, I know he got sacked on that third down. I mean, I think it would have been different if it was like a play where, they had already gave him 2 or 3 seconds and then, they get the sack. But I will say that we do have to finish with 7 points because that's one of our Achilles heel. You know what I mean? We have to finish in the red zone with 7 points instead of 3. So regardless of how it happened, you know what I mean? It's still you still don't want that. You still don't want that result, you know what I mean? From 3 points to 7, because you want to be able to put that in the end zone, because that's one of the things that we've kind of been, harping on this whole offseason. We want to improve in the red zone on defense and in the red zone on offense. I like that's why I say I like the red zone stop in you know what I mean, in the first quarter. You know what I mean? Especially Jacory and Bennett. You know what I mean? He's as advertised in this camp. You know what I mean? It looked like he's gonna be a player to, you know what I mean, to look out for this year. But I will say that these quarterbacks are going to have gonna be a crazy week. I'll tell you that for sure. Because it's just that, because that AP already said something public about when he's, the timeline about when they might pick a starter. You know what I mean? So that this week is going to be, somebody's going to either you know, like they say, somebody's either gonna, burst under pressure or maybe a diamond, like they say. You know what I mean? Because it's this week, I think it's gonna like AP already kind of made it clear. After this weekend, they might name a quarterback. You know what I mean, for the season. So this season's gonna be nerve wracking for each one of them. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I'm saying in the chat, bro, that Minshew. I'm sorry, Lo. I'm sitting in the chat saying, "Hey, Minshew throwing hospital balls." It was one throw. It was one throw that he did.
Tell me what up.
And then, on another note, I don't want to hear nothing that Jacoby Myers is should be traded. Jacoby Myers is a baller, and he's going to be a baller for this team.
I like Tucker too. I like Tucker too, man.
You see, the quarterback what Minshew did wrong when he tried to do that quick fade over to Tucker and the left corner of the end zone. That's not a Tucker ball, man. That's a Devontae.
I think you know what it is. That's a first year offense, first game type shit where you could kind of tell they got mixed up.
Miscommunication.
They mixed up. Miscommunication. Like those two receivers in the same area.
They've been practicing that play probably for.
No, I feel you. I get you. No, I feel you. But
Devontae wasn't there.
I think that's what it is. The more of that, like first type shit. Like hopefully that doesn't happen during the season. But I mean, if you want it to happen, it's gonna be during the preseason. That's for sure.
Just a decision.
What up?
Just a decision. You know what I mean?
DJ Turner's another one.
DJ's playing good in preseason, but how many times we see that, bro?
Oh, but I've heard even in camp, he's tearing it up. So I don't know, man. I think he's pushing because he knows that Tucker's coming. Pause. You know what I mean? Pause on that one. But you know what I mean? But like I just think he knows that Tucker's like pretty much waiting like in line, man, because he's right there. He's they're saying that he put a lot of work in the offseason. You kind of seeing the potential he has on that deep ball. You know what I mean? From Minshew, you've seen the speed. It's effortless speed. You seen on that ball, dog. You seen how much like it was just every step. You could see the separation getting bigger and bigger and bigger as soon as they got. You know what I mean? Once they were in a straight line, when they were side by side, you could see Tucker easily pull away. Easily. Because he has unusual, like they were saying, like Gannon said during that in that broadcast, dog, like it's unusual straight line speed. And if he could get his hands right, which on Saturday they look good, he's gonna be a big weapon for this offense, bro, because he's going to be able to basically. He's going to be able to open up the field to where you got Bowers. You see that the weapon that Bowers could be. You got DA, who's already a proven Hall of Famer in this league, and Jacoby's a fucking baller. And not to say you got Michael Mayer, you got DJ Turner, who's tearing it up in camp. So I don't know, man. So if Tucker can be that guy, that deep line, that guy, dog, and it looks like. That Saturday, that ball, dog, I know it's just one throw, but that was a hell of a catch and a throw. And you know what I mean? You expect him with all the news you're getting during camp, and then, kind of what last year, the struggles he had with dropping the ball. That's one he might drop. He held on to that shit. I like that shit. That's going to build confidence. And if he could be that guy, bro, this offense can be a lot better than a lot of people think.
DJ Turner, that speed with both them guys, that speed. Ooh. You're set with that position.
Yeah, I'm gonna get to it.
How about 20 points?
What we gonna say,
do nothing in the second half. I know we didn't do second half, but 20 points. How about 20 points?
There's a couple things I want to get to real quick, man. If you're in LA, bro, apparently they're gonna be having the Oakland Crew tailgate at SoFi's at the Charger game, man. The pink lot, man. Make sure you go to that. But there's a couple of things that are in the hundreds of chats that I try to pick out real quick. So we got one quarterback that holds the ball too much that I caught real quick. Shout out All Eyes, bro. shout out Myra. Myra was talking about that. So if you're in LA, go to the Pink Lot. They're going to be the Oakland tailgating crew out there. Also, it says right here, it says we got one quarterback that holds on to the ball too much, what we said already, and another one that rushes out of the pocket too quickly. Very, very true. Shout out Miguel. Miguel says AOC is accurate, poised. Minshew kept the plays and drives alive, but inaccurate. So the Dark Side says right here, naming the starter after the Dallas game is too soon. And Arkham had a question for everybody. Panel says, do you think this game showed you enough from AOC or Minshew to have the definite starter? For me, bro, I'm kind of like after what you guys are talking about. Yeah, I don't think so neither. But kind of the way I'm looking at it, bro, the way I see it is like this. AOC took us from the inside the 5-yard line, took us all the ways down, and basically got us to the same exact spot where we did last year. Okay, but he was going against number ones. My biggest thing was going in with Minshew, when Minshew was doing whatever he was doing, I seen a lot of improvement in AOC personally, because that Pete tackle, like towards the end of the zone, AOC had 2 bad plays. He had the bad throw, which was miscommunication because that was a fade ball in the corner that we were just talking about.
And I feel that shit too. Like on a mobile play, that was an ugly throw.
Right, that was an ugly throw, but yet at the same time, DA's usually over there, so Tucker's not.
But I'm saying the throw.
The throw was bad. Yeah, it looked like it just flew out of his hand
while he was running. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you would have threw it on the inside where Tucker could have caught it, that would have been a nice throw. But he threw it too up. I think it was because Pete was getting beat also on that corner. But
no.
I'm talking about the rollout when he rolled out and he made that one throw into the ground. Like kind of like threw it like way short because he was like he couldn't throw really on. It looked like he couldn't throw on the run. That looked pretty ugly, but hopefully he can correct that out because that was pretty ugly.
But going back to it, AOC was running. What I like to see with him, he had more pocket presence. Pete was actually doing pretty good at that first couple series and stuff like that. But when we had those third downs, some of the plays design were a little confusing for me because Bowers in front of Tucker when he had threw it over, right over him to get that first down where he actually moved within the pocket because the guys were coming in front. He came in, stepped to the left, and then made the throw. So he was very, very pocket awareness, and I like that shit. I was like, oh shit, okay. He's keeping upright, staring down the field, looking at all his options. And that play design was a little funky for me because what's the name? Bowers could have picked it up, but it went over his head because by the time Bowers turned around, I'm pretty sure he had him open on the under. But I think it was Tucker or Turner that caught it. I can't remember who. I think it was Tucker. It was Tucker. So that was really, really good. I liked what we did, but we ended up going to the point where we ended up those 2 bad plays, which were pretty much his fault. I'll give Pete that sack, you know what I mean, personally. But if you look at the way Minshew played against the number 2s, he looked a little erratic. He looked a little bit all over the place. He did make some good throws. But Tucker, Tucker can burn anybody. So if Tucker's over there burning the secondary and second, you know what I mean? Tucker was doing that to number 1s during the season. So when he took that big old chunk ball over there, that bomb was like a 39-yard fucking pass play, which is great. But if you look at what Minshew does, he does the same exact thing all the time. You have a bad play here, bad play there, run out of the pocket, and then get throw up some couple balls. He threw up 2 bad balls. Like I was kind of like, ugh. So the one that what's the name got nailed in, and he dropped the ball, and then also that other pass right in front of the safeties that kind of just dropped into it, and he had to drop down and catch it. I think that was Tucker, but you see the upside of it when he kind of just flicked the ball on the outside, just kind of and just kind of let him. That was a great ball, bro. But see, that's the kind of different style of play that these guys have.
The pickup on first down too. The first down pickup on his feet with his feet. That was on third down, and that big throw, that long throw was also on third down. I like the third down conversions. I mean, AOC had them too, but you know what I mean. It's just that those are big third down plays. You know what I mean? When you can get that mobility and he could pick up an easy 3-4 yards because that's what. Remember, that's what we used to love. What Gannon used to do. Remember, like third down, 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4. He was going to look down the field, and we have enough weapons to keep them honest to where Minshew can pick up easily those 3 or 4 yards. You know what I mean? All he got to do is beat a lineman or two, and you're going to get that first down. But I will say this. I don't think we have a clear-cut starter yet, like found out who the clear-cut starter is. But I will say that Saturday gave me more confidence in whoever starts. You know what I mean? Like, I think we were all a little iffy. I think some more than others before this game because of the word around cap. I kind of was figuring that this defense was getting these quarterbacks kind of prepared. But after Saturday, I will say that I still think that, you know what I mean? I kind of think that was kind of the truth on Saturday too, you know what I mean? And I think that the quarterbacks kind of gave me more confidence in that whoever starts, I think, is going to give us a good chance in every game. I think that we play in just because our defense, I think it's going to step up. They didn't play I don't think they played up to the potential that we have, but I just say that whoever starts, I think we're going to be good. I think whoever starts is going to give this team good chances in every game.
Me personally, after seeing Anthony Brown, I kind of that was my guy for a moment, bro. Anthony Brown's gonna come in. That was horrible. That whole second half was horrible, bro. It was bad. It was really, really bad. But I think for us to get the good piece of what we need, I think, and I see why they're doing it. If you have Aiden O'Connell start, which that's what we're leaning to going into the Dallas game on Saturday, if you have O'Connell starting and then doing a quarter and then Minshew coming in playing a quarter, and then I think I need to see them play a half. I need them to see them play 2 quarters.
You might see them play,
and I might want to say, hey, Aiden O'Connell, you run the whole fucking first half.
I would say in this second game, I will say this. You know how they got 3? One got three series, one got 1. I will say, okay, not by quarters. You each are going to get 4 series, so they can have a good evaluation. You know what I mean? That's going to be more than a quarter, easily more than a quarter. Right. You know what I mean? It's going to be damn near 2 quarters for probably each, to where you'll still get to see Anthony Brown and Bradley in late 3rd or 4th. You know what I mean? But I think you give them that. You give them each 4 or 5 whatever series, and that's how you evaluate them better. You know what I mean? And that way you won't be like, oh, one guy got more snaps than the other. That's why. You know what I mean? Like, give them each series. Don't play it by quarters.
Yeah. So like,
or Anthony Brown,
series, whatever.
Or Anthony Brown. He didn't have. Anthony Brown is a better quarterback than that, and he just didn't have any help. He didn't have nothing out there.
Yeah.
He had names that I ain't even on the roster, bro, protecting him. And he's mobile, dude, and he's getting sacked, bro. He's getting sacked.
Yeah, but
I just want to answer one question in the chat from earlier. Like, okay, I will say they did say, you know, like you guys did say, like, it's a little early maybe if they choose a guy after the second, but I think that it's because we only have I don't know if people keep forgetting that we only have 3 games now in the preseason, and you know that 3rd game is going to be used for guys, you know, because of how the major cuts now, you know, how they're, you know, kind of structured now, that there's a major cut after that 3rd game, and you're going to get a lot of dudes that are not going to even be playing after, you know, on that Monday. That Tuesday they're going to be cut, and after the guys that are going to be playing in that 3rd game, most of them are going to be cut after that game, because a lot of those guys are going to be, you know, the ones that are on the fence. So that's why I think that they're going to have this game more. They're going to wait. They have more weight on this game as to choose who the starter is, because this is the game where it's more. They're going to use more as the closest thing to a real game with the quarterbacks. Go ahead, Gravy.
Yo, shout out to the 120, man. Hit the like button for us.
Yeah, appreciate you guys.
That's dope. That's dope. But this is, I still think it's neck and neck, bro. You know, with these two, I think it is. Because you got to look at it like this. Just because, and then you look at the head coach and what type of identity this dude wants to do. Obviously, he wants to be balanced, right? He wants to be balanced. Aiden only threw the ball 9 times, and he had a good percentage, you know, 7 out of 9, which is good. I don't give a shit how much yards you get, but that 12-play drive really, really impressed me, and it really, really probably made a good impression for for AP too, because he grew up that way, bro. His team had that big old boy Jacobs. They had Tiki, and that was their team, bro. You know, that's the type of football that he's trying to install. They took so much time off the clock, and that was Aiden's second chance to get out there. But Aiden, I'm impressed with that long drive that he did more than I am Minshew doing what he did, because that's the type of football AP wants. He wants to. Yeah. He don't want your defense there. He don't want you. He wants your offense sitting down. He wants your defense getting tired and get you to a 3-and-out, which we didn't do. And then you know, wear you down 3-and-out, and then come back, do it again, and your defense is so freaking tired. Then the throwing touchdowns come. So I think it's neck and neck. They got two different styles, and it matters. I think that Aiden O'Connell was more of an AP type quarterback than Mitchell. He I'm not saying that one of them sucked or one of them's not doing good, but that long drive took another series from Aiden, because that's exactly what AP wants. I want that. No matter if we're running the ball, no matter if we're throwing it little short routes to the tight ends or running backs or whatever, that's what he wants.
Yeah, he wants to methodically get down the field, bro, and that's where it's great to score, but yet at the same time, if our defense is barely, I'm not gonna say, hey, don't go for the long ball and try to score every single fucking play, bro.
Yeah,
and the defense is gonna have to catch up. Yeah, that's not what I'm saying. But in this game, the way the players are, the way these teams are built against anybody, man, anybody. It's a very, very difficult league. You know what I mean? You got to scheme up to certain things. I think they played very, very soft on both sides of the ball, to be honest with you. Even the Vikings, they played a little bit of ball, whatever, not, you know what I mean, getting the jitters out, you know what I mean? But it seems like both teams played kind of soft to kind of let some shit go. There was a couple blown plays and stuff like that, blown coverages. Even Coach AP said that, like, hey, no, those weren't zone, those were man. Those were man fucking plays, and they played zone, so it was a miscommunication, whatever, whatnot. But overall,
somebody was playing zone, and somebody was
playing zone when they're supposed to be playing man. You know what I mean?
Someone was playing mass zone press man.
It was man press zone. Man press zone.
Somebody out there was playing.
If you're gonna mess up my terminology, then say it right. Man press zone.
Never exists. They were playing a coverage that never exists, bro.
Yeah, that's my coverage. Man press zone. It's new.
We'll get on defense and why I was so dissatisfied with it. But I think that Aiden played well. And I think he benefited from the running game, because Zeus.
He looked good. Zeus looked good.
They couldn't stop Zeus.
Yeah.
But now we'll go back to the defense.
Yeah.
We couldn't stop anybody.
Nothing.
Nobody's possible. We got a couple of good hits, but that long run, that number 42 guy, I was like, Jesus. Where's everybody at?
We only gave up 7 in the first half. We only gave up 7 points in the first half.
Yeah.
That's why I don't like the yards they gave up. I hate the yards that they gave up. They need to clean that up. I will say more consistent, having those big guys on the field more consistently, maybe, you know what I mean? And actually, because I don't know, Max didn't look, explosive either on those first couple fucking drives. The only guy I seen, get some good pressure was Wilkins in that first quarter. He got the only like QB pressure, you know what I mean, where he almost got the sack, but he was the only one that got pressure. You know what I mean? Other than that,
I don't know how much did Max play, or how much did Max play?
Like a couple downs. I
just seen him play, drives, 2-3 drives at least. Two
drives. I've seen one drive.
0
2 drives for sure. I've seen him, but I will say that. But it's just, I think that we'll clean that up. I think that, once everything gets more up to, like, you know what I mean, that this game, I think they should be more out there, because I think the starting defense will play more. You know what I mean? I think they'll play like a half. I think the starting defense will play more of this. You might not see Max. I will I'll probably say that. Probably not Max or Wilkins, but almost everybody else, I think you will see a lot. But I don't know, to be honest, because it looks like AP is serious about this preseason. You know what I mean? He's playing everybody. Everybody's playing. You know what I mean? I know what's his name's going to be out there probably this week for sure. You know, DA. So let's see how the offense looks even better. Hopefully the offense even looks better this week. You know what I mean? With your best weapon on offense back. You know what I mean? So let's see, man. I just think that this week we're going to look better. Hopefully, you know what I mean? Because I mean, we got the Cowboys this week.
Cowboys, yes.
We got the Cowboys this week. I think last week
we got the 49ers this week.
49ers, then Cowboys.
Are we sure?
Yeah, our next game is the 49ers.
Okay, for sure.
Let me double check. Yeah.
But like no, we got Cowboys next.
Cowboys,
so the Cowboys, that's why we got the Cowboys. Like, that's why last week I was talking about I wanted to win the in the preseason. They asked what game did you want to win the most, and I said the San Francisco because I thought that was the second game, but this is the game that I want to win the most because it's the second game, the Cowboys. Yeah. So it won't be the 49ers game that I want to win the most because I think that game's going to be more, you know what I mean? Like I said earlier, the guys that are on the fence type shit. So this would be the game that I want to see them win more because I would hope that they perform better in this game because you're going to see the starters more.
Yeah,
you got Max didn't have a game where he gets no tackles. So we played 3 series, like Gabe said. I didn't pay attention to that.
I thought I only seen him out in one. To be honest with you, I was looking more at the offense, worried about the offense because the defense, I'm not really worried about. The defense has been kind of like
the defense made me watch them because they were getting tore up with that.
How about Mari Burney? Mari Burney though.
Mari Burney had a bunch of tackles. Mari Burney had game time tackles.
Shout out my boy Morig, bro. I might get that 7, bro, because that's my lucky number.
He looks good too.
Morig was fucking all over the place, bro.
Him and Jack.
Yeah. Him and Jack. Shout out Jack, bro. Man, come on, bro. That is probably one of the best pickups, bro.
Sincere McCormick had a tackle fucking game. How'd that happen?
Sincere McCormick had a tackle?
Just because
Amari Burney.
Sincere McCormick.
That's my dude.
Just because Sincere McCormick fucking led the team in rushing doesn't mean he's going to be on the team and fucking start now, right, guys?
Yeah. So who was number 40? Because that guy was getting burned. Shout out Mike S, bro. Mike
S.
Yeah, but no, it wasn't Epps. What's the name? Number 40. He's
Mike S.
Snowden.
Pimpin has been pimping.
No.
That's not Mike S. That wasn't Mike S. Number 40 was the one that gave up that run. He's the safety. He's the last resort.
We don't have
last resort. He was down there by the linebackers.
Marcus.
Obviously, they knew that they were going to run the ball. They knew they were going to run the ball. And this dude, he's running behind the running back, and you're supposed to be a little bit back, bro. You're the security blanket.
Shit. Hey, shout out Turf, man, for the $10, man. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, man.
All right, Turf. Way to go, buddy. All right.
I hope so.
Man.
Who is that? Who is that right there? Like, because they just said, I hope that that they were kind of catfishing the rest of the league. I hope so, Ryan Lynn, because that Patrick Graham is too smart to show schemes to everyone. Hey, man, I really do hope so.
You know what? Who put that? Who put that? I'm sorry. I can highlight it.
Ryan Lynn.
Ryan Lynn, what up, bro? Shout out Ryan Lynn, bro. Yeah.
Shout out Ryan.
See, that might be true too, but come on, bro. You're supposed to cover the holes, bro.
Because they know that I would say there's probably a little bit of truth to that, just because I think we know what we have. I think maybe they have that much confidence in our defense. I would say that's the only reason. Maybe there's a little truth to that, but I don't think there's no room to play around. I just don't see no play around with this type of coaching staff. With this coaching staff, you know what I mean? Yeah, I don't see no play around with this coaching staff. So I would say maybe it sounds kind of like possible, but I just don't think with this type of coaching staff, it's more than you know what I mean?
Can't just show up and say, "Hey, I'm Matt Crosby," and go on the preseason game and get no tackles.
Yeah, exactly.
But I do like how they tightened up in the red zone, and in that second drive, when McCarthy came out to come out and have his drive with still all some of our starters in there, they showed, hey, little boy, say vanilla again.
Now what up? What up?
And Jack Jones showed, like, what he can do. So I do like that. You know what I mean? But that's why I'll say, like, hopefully we see more of that, in this game, because the defense plays a little bit further into the game.
Yeah, there's so many good positives, but then there was a lot of big plays on the defense. But you got to look at it, man. Second and third stringers, bro. So, Morgan was out there for a little bit. I seen some good, but yet at the same time, I'm thinking that corner, we might need to look at something. And shout out Sean Johnson. Sean Johnson in the building right now. Might be looking at Adoree Jackson. Just heard it's something right now.
Do it.
I'm
because I'm not sold on JB right now. Yeah. I'm not sold. JB? Well, it's one game. It's one game. Wait,
he made that fourth down stop.
Yeah, that was a good
JB. Should have said JB back the replacement.
Oh, you're talking about Richardson.
Yeah. He's not ready to be put in that position. He's not ready to be put in that position yet. So Adoree Jackson will be a good pickup.
Yeah, because I like JB. I like what he did. He
JB
did well.
Well, look, Sean Johnson was saying basically they'll cut Brandon Faison. So if they pick him up, they will cut him, go from there. You know what I mean?
At least he'll get some. He'll be out there. When's the last time you seen Faison? I forgot his numbers already.
Yeah,
but to let JJ McCarthy average a first down a play, 11 yards a play. That's what this kid was getting against us. And yes, but we got to be concerned on who's going to replace these dudes if something happens to them too. Our backups, God forbid none of these dudes get hurt.
I'm excited because the football's back. We've seen a lot of stuff that we wanted to see from a different defense. We didn't see us play like during the offseason. We were just Raiders on Raiders, you know what I mean, doing our thing. Now we're going to get a little bit more comfortable. They had to get the little webs out, whatever or not. We've seen a lot of fucking positives, especially from the offensive side of the ball. One of the things that we were worried about was the offensive side of the ball, bro. But you see the weapons. You see the way fucking Bowers moved. Bowers moved great. Myers had a great fucking catch. Everybody had good fucking production all the ways across the board on the offensive side. The offensive line was still holding up a little bit, but a couple blown plays. They're fucking rookies, bro. You know what I mean? Some of the rookies, Pete was not a rookie. You didn't hear nothing on that right side. That right side was completely sealed up. You didn't hear nothing. I didn't see no pressure on that side. You know what I mean?
That's where Zeus ran the ball, bro. The run blocking was superb. I think it was superb.
Yeah, but
bro, that's what I think though. I think that's why we were keeping holding on to that money, because that reason why we've been holding on to that $34 million is because they're still working out to see who's going to be that. You know what I mean? That depth. You know what I mean? To see if we have to go. Maybe digging in the free agent market. You know what I mean? If we have to replace some of these guys, because some of these guys might not be ready yet. So like the young guys. So I think there's a reason why we're being smart about the money. You know what I mean? Because I think we have a good defense right now, but if we need to, have to address anything, we have that money available. Yeah.
It does look good, bro. Even though across the board, man, it does look good. We have a lot of positive to look at. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole thing. Now, once fucking Colton comes back, you know what I mean? There might have to be some structuring a little bit around there. JPJ is supposed to come back too. So you never know, bro. There's going to be a lot of different things that we're going to be looking at, because that right side solidified. Once that left side is, bro, we're going to be good. We're going to be really, really good. I'm excited, bro. I'm excited. I'm not going to take too much into it because, like I said at the beginning of the show, bro, we were 4-0, 3-0 in the preseason. We came out and just didn't do shit. So I'm happy that they battled it out, but it was the second and third string that basically lost the game for us, bro.
I just love that. I was putting more stock in the first half which I'm thinking we played a hell of a first half. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, you don't want those yards given up. You know what I mean? I like, but when you can lead any half 20-7, you know what I mean? And then I just think the way, you know what I mean, we scored on offense, we moved the ball good with 2 of our starters. You know what I mean? Like they got first down on third down when they needed it. You know what I mean? I know Minshew didn't do it, but he ran a hell of a drive. You know, 92 yards or whatever. Only 3, but you know the next 2 drives when Minshew came out there. You know, 2 touchdown drives. So I will say, and then you know you got the red zone. I keep going back to, you had the red zone stop by the defense. You had the pick by the defense, and then after that they didn't really net no points in the first half. So other than that one big run, that 46-yard run, I mean, I would say that was probably their biggest play. But I like the way that we looked in that first half. I will agree on to some point where maybe our depth needs to be addressed at some point if they keep you know struggling. But it's the first game. I will say that they have to work. This is the game where you work out a lot of kinks anyway. I know there's a lot of added pressure because there is only 3 games and shit like that, and you know everything that we've been kind of been talking about, we kind of put a lot of pressure on these guys as well too, because everything's being said and shit like that. But I just think that let's be this game. You know what I mean? Let's go into this second game and see that. I mean, I would say as far as this first half, which that's what I was putting more stock on in this game, I liked how we look. The defense could give up less yards. That's about it.
Shout out John B. John B is asking right here, bro. What is your guys' quarterback? What's our quarterback in our opinion right now? One of the other questions that we're talking about, shout out Arkham, he was saying that do we have enough from AOC or Minshew? And pretty much what we're talking about is not really. As of right now, if you're asking that question, chat, you can answer John B. Shout out John. For me right now, even though I did see the dynamics from fucking Gardner, bro, I'm feeling a little bit more comfortable with AOC, bro. That's in my opinion. That's just the way I'm looking at it. Moving forward, that's kind of the way I feel. So you guys can answer it. If you guys in the chat want to jump in and answer John, just either say Garner or Minshew.
You say Garner? You say Garner?
I'm going AOC. I'm going AOC.
Oh, you say okay.
I'm going AOC as far as right now.
I say right now, dead tie. I'm saying a dead heat right now. They side by side. They like Noah Lyles and that dude from Jamaica in the 100-meter dash. They're side by side, dog. But see who could come. See who's gonna cross the finish line first, dog. I think it's gonna come down to Saturday. Yeah.
See, a lot of people are open. Some people are saying Uncle Rico need 3 games to judge. It's still open. Ark says I'm rooting for O'Connell, but money's on Minshew. AOC as well. You know what I mean? It's one of those things, bro. It's not a bad fucking like we've been harping about this whole fucking thing going on into the off season. Who's gonna start? When we have one thing that a lot of people say, and people say some slick shit, they're like, well, if you got 2 quarterbacks and you don't got no quarterback, both of them can play. I think that's the stupidest shit I've ever heard.
I would agree with that if they both struggled. That's what I'm saying. I would agree with that if they both struggled on Saturday, but they both played well. You know what I mean? So that's why I keep saying that they gave me added confidence to like whoever gets chosen. That's why I keep saying and I kept saying this at the in the off season. I think at the end of the day, they're going to pick the better quarterback. This coaching staff will pick the better quarterback. You know what I mean? So that's why it's going to come down to this Saturday. Who puts on a better performance? I did say earlier, I think Minshew has the momentum probably going into this second game. But I think they're even. They're even, bro, because it's not easy to, when you're backed up that much, you know what I mean, to be your first drive and you're backed up to the 4-yard line, you know what I mean, and you take them 92 yards and, you know what I mean, he could have finished off that third down better, but 92 yards that's not easy, bro. You know what I mean? That's not easy in this drive to pick up first downs like that because, like Gravy said earlier, that's a way of like kind of like the philosophy that this team is kind of in, you know what I mean, where you want to kind of control that clock to where your defense can, be fresh out there and always be fresh out there when they're like, you run drives like that, 10, 11 play drives, and you know what I mean? You do want to put it in the end zone. that's to speak for itself. But I think it's even, bro, and it's but Minshew has the momentum. But Saturday and this week of practice too. You know what I mean? Because this week of practice is going to be crazy because you're going to see, like I said earlier, you're going to see that with that added news with AP saying that most likely they're going to pick who they're going to, who's going to start after this next game. You're going to see little things. I think they're going to be looking at little things during practice, like who's the pressure getting to. You know what I mean? Because this week's going to be a big week for both of them. So who's going to have that? Who's going to look like that they're actually feeling that pressure during this week of practice? And then, and then Saturday is going to be the cap off. You know what I mean? Whoever plays better, I think is going to win the job. But I also think whoever practices better is going to perform better either way on Saturday. But this week is going to be big, bro, to name our starter. So, like, hey, bro, I'm just telling you this. It's bigger than a lot of people, because this could be our starter if
he wins right here. Wins and
yeah,
losses.
what I'm saying is, like, and whoever gets chosen, bro, and like if it works out, you know what I mean? Like, which everybody, I know we could agree with this. I know we all agree that we hope it works out for whoever gets chosen. So this week could be, you know what I mean, the naming of our next quarterback that we're hoping for the next 10 years or whatever, bro. You know what I mean? Because that's what we're hoping. That's the best case scenario. Whoever gets chosen this week, hopefully he balls out and he's the next quarterback for 10 years because he's that good. You know what I mean? So it's like this. That's what I'm saying. This week is huge.
I was looking into it this way, Gabe. I was saying which one of these guys just takes over this responsibility. You know what I mean?
You're gonna feel it this week.
This is my team, and that's it. The other dude ain't getting it. I'm gonna run away with this shit. And then I just think we ought to have a starter by now. And then they get all the reps. We won't have these situations with people looking around, trying to see if somebody's open, staying in the pocket too long, and all this. If AOC would have got the work, all the snaps, all the reps in practice, I don't think half the shit you seen from him yesterday would have happened. So this dude, you can't wait till game week or a preseason, which you're probably not going to play. They're not going to throw him out there against the 49ers, bro. You know what I mean? The third game of the preseason is just the last 6-7 guys that are going to make it on the practice squad. You know, they're not going to throw him out there. So that's another week of reps that you get with the first team, but nobody wants this freaking job, bro. Your opportunity is both of theirs to say, you know what, forget this dude. You ain't my friend for 2 weeks, dude.
But you don't think they performed? You don't think they performed like they both wanted the job on Saturday? Because they performed good.
I thought they both did. They both did what they can just to stay to stay even what they were. No one really. Like I said, I love the drive that Aiden did, and that tops. You know. What he scored? Get 2 touchdowns. Minshew got 2 touchdowns, right? I like
the second drive Minshew did too, because obviously that first one he ended up with a great touchdown pass, but that second drive I just like the way we ran the ball, and he picked up first downs, with with that big throw. You know what I mean? I just like the way we ran the ball on that drive, and I like that drive overall because it's just. That was nice, bro. Like, that's the way you want to run the offense, too. You know what I mean? That second drive was – the first drive was more quicker. Go ahead.
Yeah, let me ask you, both of you, this.
What's up?
Okay, what if a team lines up and shuts down our running game, right? We can't do shit in the running game. Zeus is hitting a wall at the line of scrimmage, right? So who do you want out there to get us to score touchdowns?
That is a good question because the simple fact for me, I'll just answer real quick. For me, this is the way I see it. In order for it to work for AOC, I believe that running game has to work.
Has to work.
It has to work.
So,
the play action.
So you guys don't think that those plays are like an extension of the run, like those quick outs to Jacoby? You know what I mean? Like what he did in that first drive with them. Like those are extensions of the run. You know what I mean? Like that's why I think they won't. It's not going to be the same play calling when AOC is out there and when what's his name's out there. You can see that they might, like, even if the run game is out like not there, you see Madison can be effective in the play in the pass game in the backfield. He caught a ball. You know what I mean? That it looked pretty nice. You know what I mean? That Jacoby. You know what I mean? You could that effortless, like one move and he makes them miss on the outside, and you know what I mean? He picks up 10 yards with his feet. So I just think there's other ways that they use. They don't have to run the ball. You know what I mean? That's like an extension of their run game when they have plays like that. Right. Like that's why I think it's going to be called, and that's what I loved about Saturday the most. I like how Getsy is play calling in that first half. It's different for both of them, but for both of them it was effective.
See, if you look at the way Gardner plays, you're going to look a lot. You're going to see some flash, bro. You're going to see Gardner's always played that same way. But his record kind of shows that it doesn't work out all the time. So in Getsy's system, the way it's supposed to be set up, the quarterback is supposed to be a quarterback, not a running quarterback. Obviously, somebody put it up talking about Fields saying that he wants a certain kind of quarterback. Gardner Mitchell's not that guy. Also, somebody else said in the chat that I just glanced, I didn't get a chance to say it. What he does is he'll look at his first two reads and go. You know what I mean? You got to go through the whole progression and stuff like that, and you got to do it in a certain way. Maybe come back to it, because there was a couple plays when he could have came back to it and actually got somebody over the middle. I think it was, I can't remember who was off the left side, but I seen him wide open, but he already took off and left like the guy was wide open in the middle of the field because everyone kind of flushed with him. But in order, like I said, for the question that Gravy's asking is like, in order for it has to work. The run game has to work, but Gardner Minshew, I think, will lose us games trying to play hero ball, or I don't want to call it hero ball. His style of play, because his style of play isn't supposed to go with the game plan. The methodically getting it down the field, doing the right things, getting everybody involved to where the defense doesn't know which way to go. Because once the defense has no idea what the fuck you're doing, then guess what happens? You can do whatever the fuck you want, and that makes you dangerous. And I think the running game has to work, regardless if it's Matson, you know what I mean, Zeus, or even Labe, bro. I mean, it all has to work. If the defensive line ain't doing what the defensive line's doing, then the secondary is not going to be able to do play press, be on their man, do certain things. You know what I mean? So it all works together. So I'm still going to go with AOC. I'm still going to go with the LC, and I'm good with that.
Mitchell didn't take off because he only rushed one time for 7 yards, and that was the first down.
Yeah. The only thing I don't like about Minshew is there's at times, and this is where I will say, like, maybe not as much hero ball, because I will say that I think he gets sometimes a little bit mislabeled with that he throws a lot of interceptions. I mean, because I think that's like he's never thrown more than 10. I mean, I think he has like a 3-to-1, interception to almost 3-to-1, touchdown to interception ratio. So I just think that's the one thing I will say. The biggest thing that I don't like about Minshew is that there's at times where he runs out of the pocket and like he looks flustered, and like he makes the wrong, instead of like stepping up into the pocket, he breaks the pocket, and like he'll try to make that great throw on the run or something like that, where a lot of the times that's more risky there than not. You know what I mean? You have to make a very, very great throw. You know what I mean? When you're making a throw like that, you know what I mean? And I think he sometimes he can, you know, he puts himself in a bad situation when he does that more times than not when he does that. You know what I mean? So like, if he was great at that, you know what I mean, and he did that shit, and then like he was always getting completions and shit like that, like I will say, I like his mobility when he can pick up first downs with his feet, but as far as when he breaks the pocket like that, like I don't like that. Sometimes that can cost us because the offensive line sometimes are doing their job. You know what I mean? They're setting the pocket, they're setting the guys to the outside. You know, they're making the guys loop all the way around, and instead of stepping up into the pocket, he does that shit where he's getting chased down by the defensive end where he wouldn't have if he would have stepped up. You know what I mean? So it's like that's the one thing I will say with Minshew. That's the biggest, I would say, my biggest critique on him. But like, I do like, you know, when he does step up, because that does remind me a lot of, you know, the days when Gannon would be able to do that shit. You know what I mean? But like, that's the biggest critique on Minshew.
Yeah. But see, like, it's sad that I have to be like, man, even though I'm kind of picking AOC, and it's not that I don't want Minshew to start, because both of them, they're like two sides of the same coin, bro. Like, you know what I mean? They're just two different. They can both actually fucking get us wins, but they can also actually get us losses too. And where I don't want to give up the ball at all on the offensive side of the ball, whether it's fumbles or interceptions or anything like that. One good thing we did see, there was no interception, there was nothing. But yet at the same time, if you look at certain preseason games, I forgot who it was, at Easton or whatever, not threw 4 picks and still won the games against fucking Dallas, bro. So I mean, you can lose a game by turning over the ball. I think Garner gives up the ball a little bit more because of that style of play. I appreciate his style of play. I mean, I like that, but if he was going to be the Patrick Mahomes type or something like that, and he was known for doing something good and playing like that, then he wouldn't be on our team battling it out with the second year 4th rounder. You know what I mean? Sure. So that's kind of where we're really, really looking at it. You know what I mean? It's like the upside of AOC is a lot better. I like positional players to play the position that they're meant to do. You know what I mean?
You think the upside is better, or is it more the unknown with AOC, and the hope might be a little bit more there than
that's a better way of saying it.
Because you've seen more of Minshew to where you've seen him on enough teams that like you're like, he is what he is.
Right.
And I think there's a lot of unknown with Minshew that you hope that he turns out into that guy, but I don't know about the upside, because the upside, I would say there's AOC's typical dude there. It's, you know what AOC needs to work on, but like as far as like the upside, he's never gonna be a mobile guy. Never. Just like the way he is, the way he's built, like you know, he's just lanky type of guy. He's never gonna be that type of guy. So can he be elite at what he does? Hopefully. I mean, that's the plan.
Yeah.
But I don't even think it's the upside that it's more of that, like the unknown.
See a lot. Yeah, I think that's a good way of saying it. It's more of the unknown of what we're looking at with him. It's like what could possibly be. You know what I mean? We've seen a solid. How would you say? We've seen a solid. You've seen a lot of what Gardner Minshew does. He does the same thing a lot. So if he can break a few things and make some better plays moving forward and not give up the ball so much, I'm not mad. Either way, I'm not upset at all with our options. Obviously, you want to see somebody like Jaden Daniels that had a great fucking first showing. You know what I mean? But that's not our situation. So whoever starts, bro, they have enough weapons to fucking make shit happen. Neither of these guys have had these weapons, the kind of players that we've had around ever. You know what I mean? Our offense is lacking one thing, is it's a solid number one, but we got two guys that are very, very close neck and neck. One with no experience, one with experience. So we got to see what's gonna happen, bro. I'm excited either way, bro. Like I'm gonna be happy if Garner's out there fucking doing it, or I'm gonna be, happy AOC's doing it. But It's
You're
gonna be one of those.
You're making a good push for Aiden O'Connell there.
I am. I'm not gonna lie, because you know why? And I'm, dude. When we were talking about this shit off season, and we were saying like, man, fuck it, let's trade it all. Let's go get Jaden. I was like, hell yeah, let's go do it. I was for it, but I also stated I was like, don't be surprised if Aiden O'Connell's our starter, because you can see that Coach AP is like, he wants him to get through it. The way he, how do you say it? Everybody, one of the biggest things that they say about him is his character. He got thrown into it. He's just chill as a fucking cucumber. Came in, all right, fucking, hey, it was on me. Let me move forward. Let me learn. Let me do this. You hear how people talk and what they look at and how they want to process and how they want to move forward. You know what I mean? Talk is not bad, but intentions are everything. When you've seen him on the rush, bro, he's talking about, I want to do this, I want to get better, I want to da-da-da. He's doing all the same thing that his coaches are telling him to do. It's basically saying the same shit that AP's coming out of his mouth. It's the same shit that O'Connell's doing. So he wants to learn. He wants to be that progression. He wants to do that. Garner's kind of like, man, I know my game. I'm just going to play like this. And there's nothing wrong with that, too. But Garner, a lot of people take Garner's chill demeanor for like him not being a smart football player. He's smart. He's smart as hell, but he just jumps off he doesn't jump off as controlled, making better decisions. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all it is. I think a lot of his downfall, why he was like a 7th round pick, was because he just goes out and plays. You know what I mean? That's kind of like what Getsy was having a problem with Fields. So that's where I'm at a little bit with it. So I mean, yeah.
Mitchell's a better quarterback, and he scored touchdowns. He scored touchdowns, and the guy that we want, or everybody wants, only got 3 on a 12 play drive.
Okay, I just want to say it's Rod Gas. I guess he has his daughter, Michelle Rodriguez. Feliz cumpleaños 21.
Oh, yeah.
Feliz cumpleaños, Michelle Rodriguez. Hoy cumple 21. Okay.
Bueno. What Gabe said. What Gabe said.
Feliz cumpleaños.
What Gabe said.
Happy birthday. Mitchell is a gunslinger. Depending on how Tay and the other receivers like that, it will factor if he starts over AO. Now the thing is, another thing too is somebody put in there, just because you're a gunslinger doesn't mean that you win. Somebody I put that in the chat, man. I've seen there's so many people in the chat, man. We appreciate all you guys, man. I'm trying to keep everybody engaged. I'm trying to read stuff as we're talking and stuff like that. But yet at the same time, for me, bro, like that's a good fucking statement. I can go out there and just fucking throw all kinds of shit and be all kinds of crazy, but you still don't win.
I mean, I think. What would you say this? Let me ask you this: with the Saturday, let me just put it like this: the Saturday have you more excited for the season or less excited for the season?
I was nervous. I'm gonna be completely totally honest with you, bro. I was fucking completely and utterly fucking afraid of looking at AOC backed up in the fucking getting the fucking shotgun fucking hike in the end zone. I was like, bro, what the fuck is this? I was happy for the defense, right? That's dope. But I seen this and like they came out, did that one running play, 4 yards. Okay, boom. Then he kind of stepped in, got that fucking throw off. Let's go. Okay. And then it just kind of looked like what a team is supposed to look like. That's the way I seen it. But I was nervous at first. But seeing guard play too, bro, like it's kind of fun. You see him playing like, you know what I mean? He gets shit going. But also, when he turns around and dips out, there was a couple plays where he had dipped out and then he had to run really, really far out just to get those other extra yards because he was trying to do too much. So, but I mean, I was excited either way. But I mean, to me, I was nervous for AOC. I'm more nervous for AOC than I am Gardner because Gardner's going into his 6th year. He should already know the deal. You see, right? But for me and everybody that's looking at it, somebody had stated or put a fact. Oh, I forgot who put it. Des Bryant put up. He goes, Gardner Minshew needs to start, and Devontae Adams going to have like 1,700 yards this year.
Yeah, he said Gardner
Minshew
He said if Gardner Minshew starts, Devontae will have 16 to 1,700 yards this year or something like that.
Yeah, something.
Who said that?
That effect.
Des Bryant.
No, Des Bryant.
No, Des Bryant said that about
Minshew.
That if Gardner Minshew starts, that Devontae will have 16 to 1,700 yards this season.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
But, so I mean, I think he probably knows Minshew or something maybe, but I mean that's cool. I mean, hey, there's people who have his back and shit like that, but we're gonna see this Saturday. That's why I keep saying I think we're gonna pick the best guy that's suited for this job, because I don't think there's too much invested in AOC to where like they have to pick AOC. You know what I mean? Because I think that's some of the notion that some people might have, that they're gonna pick AOC because, you know, maybe he was our 4th round pick and shit like that. But I think that his salary and all of that shit, like he's a guy that, hey bro, like if we need to, I mean, we've obviously you want him to be, because that is like I keep saying, he is the best case scenario if he does hit, if he does ball out and be that guy. But there's not too much invested in this guy to where it's going to cost, like where they say like you have to really, really beat him out, like to where Minshew would have to really, really beat him out to get the job. You know what I mean? Like I think whoever performs better this week is going to get the job. And there's not so much invested in AOC to where he can't get that job taken away from him. And this staff will pick the best quarterback. And I think this Saturday got me more excited, to be honest, with this year, because there's three potential starters that we didn't even see, you know what I mean, with that first team. I mean, there's Devontae, Colton, and Powers Johnson. I mean, so there's 3 potential starters that we didn't even see on our offense. So, like, I think that our offense looked good enough to where if we get those 3 guys back, this offense could look really, really good, bro. I think whoever gets picked, I think it's going to be good. Our defense could play better. So I just think I will be looking more at the defense, because I believe in the defense still. Don't get me wrong. But hopefully that performance on Saturday just has their ears up this whole week. You know, like a dog with this, on alert kind of, you know what I mean? Because if AP's looking for a bunch of dogs, so all of y'all ears better be up this week. You know what I mean? On Saturday, y'all playing Dallas. You know what I mean? At home. You know what I mean? And you look like that on Saturday, so you want to make a big statement on Saturday, and you want to go out there and show that this defense is for real.
Yeah.
0 sacks for that defense.
For sure.
And they got 4.
But hey, DA will be back this week. There's some reports. There's conflicting reports that we might get Colton back this week. And hopefully, I don't know about that. I haven't heard nothing really about Powers Johnson. Last I heard about him was maybe early last week, and they said that he was a concussion, but he was kind of close. That he had taken off the glasses. Something about that. He had removed the glasses already. So that's why they're saying that it could maybe been a concussion that he suffered. So hopefully we see him back this week. That would be big.
Man.
That would be big.
Too much time.
I mean,
he ain't starting. He's not going to start.
But either way, like if we get Colton back this week, that would be big.
And we didn't hear, who was it? Whitehair playing guard?
I believe so.
Whitehair was playing left guard.
He's actually did pretty good.
He was
not bad at all.
Pete, I just think Pete was the worst out of all of that, but because he just didn't get beat on that 3rd down. He let up that pressure where AOC almost got sacked, and he completed the 3rd down, but he still got hit from the blind side from the back right when he let go of the ball. You know what I mean? Like, so he was giving up pressure on that first drive from AOC. Like, he was giving up consistent pressure from that side to a rookie.
So
obviously,
the Dallas game, AP confirmed in the press conference.
Okay.
I didn't hear that part.
JPJ could come back all he wants, but he missed so much time. You can't just throw him in there like that. He's not ready.
We have another Tyree Wilson situation.
Oh, you want to talk about this guy? Huh?
I'm just no. Well, it's very similar as far as JPJ is concerned. That's all I'm saying. It's very similar. Injured, didn't get a lot of playing time during the offseason, was sit back and to throw him back in there like that is going to be kind of bad. So you go with the guy that's actually ready to go. Because if he's coming back from a concussion, bro, that's very, very fucking iffy and stuff like that. And he might not even really see much playing field until maybe like the third game. Bro.
I will say that. I'll agree with that. Like, yeah, I mean, if you learned a lesson from last year, I mean, that would probably be the smart thing to do. You know what I mean? Like, let when you have, especially when you got a guy like, I think they said Ben Sink Whitehair has been kind of performing good in camp. You know what I mean? You got a guy, so I just think maybe you would give Whitehair, especially because Whitehair is familiar with this, this scheme because he comes from Chicago where Getsy was at. So I think like I would agree with Gravy right there. Like even if Powers comes back, to me it would probably be a little late right now anyway. Mm-hmm. And like I would say, ease him back in. You know what I mean? When you feel like he's ready, and he's actually outperforming the dude, then you give him that. You give him that nod. You know what I mean? But I would say probably that. Like that would probably be that. I will agree there.
Yeah. He's gonna need to develop, bro. So like whoever's there on that side, I mean, Colt Miller's a Pro Bowl left tackle, bro. Bottom line, you guys, we got to remember that. So anybody that's going to be next to him, they're going to develop either way. So even if it's not him, or if it is him, or whoever's there, I mean, we need Colt Miller there because
yes,
we're going to need him there no matter what. So hopefully he's just holding out because he's that
Hey, bro, I think that at this point, I think DJ Glaze probably is outperforming Pete right now.
Yeah,
I like him. I like DJ Glaze.
Glazes, they made a good move. They made a good move with that, bro.
He made some.
I will eat my words happily with that.
Word mistake.
Yeah.
He doesn't have good feet yet, but that'll come.
Yeah.
With the linemen, with offensive tackles, you gotta. It takes time, unless you're the baddest cat out there. You know what I mean? But if we know what Miller can do, and it'll benefit us. That play wouldn't have happened with what Pete did. Miller was in there. He probably would have had a lot more time.
He reminded me of a Luminor. I don't know why.
Don't say that. Don't say that. Chill out. It was one bad play, but like Luminor was
fucking rad.
And Luminor was solid. Luminor was solid.
If you would have said Leatherwood or some shit like that, I'd be like, yo, it's one play.
He just did stupid shit.
It was more his penalties.
He was a good lineman.
Yeah, he was. It was more of crucial penalties on crucial downs, third down. 3rd and 1, you'll false start or a holding. You know what I mean? Where you had a completion, and you know what I mean. That was the Luminor. But I'm not even comparing them that way. I'm just saying, like when he did that, like I cussed at the TV, like I would cuss at a Luminor.
Yeah.
He was a pretty good offensive lineman. So he just did stupid shit. And another thing I didn't like was the dead ball penalties, bro. The delay of games where we had 3 of them.
Oh yeah. Minshew had one too. Yeah,
I'm not saying who's to blame, but that's quarterback and offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
And we gotta that's why you for something like that, that's what you need to work on in preseason.
Yeah, you can't have
the benefit. That's the benefit of preseason games, is that communication you have, how fast to put into play, how fast to do this and that. Get your subs in quickly. He was like, and I always look at the clock, and then the clock, it was, by the time they lined up, bro, you had like 8 seconds left. He would get it off in time, but what if you got to do audibles or tags or something, or put a guy in motion? You don't got a lot of time to do that.
Yeah,
and then you got your delay of games, and then you got offside penalties, and because everybody's moving, and then it's in a lot of motion.
Yeah. See, I think what we need to stop, like Big Trey saying right here, 2 bad plays. Yeah. As far as the penalties are concerned and everything like that, that was one bad play about Minshew. You know what I mean? But overall, like it's just really a chink in the armor or anything like that. It's just things that's happening. Preseason games. It's just what you go through. You know what I mean? It's not going to be everything. If you remember us going into the first part of the season, we were like penalized, having a lot of penalties, and then we cleaned that all up in the last 9 games. So there was a big change when the change of the guard came and stuff like that, and everything came through. It was a lot different. So we're just going through the motions. Plus, it's second and third stringers. I'm not really, tripping on that much. We don't have the same amount of guys on there, so I don't really want to look too much into it at this point, or like just kind of like go overboard with it. It's really not that bad. You know what I mean? You're gonna have mistakes.
This is communication from
the
coach
that you're working out, that you're ironing out. You know what I mean? So yeah. So I mean,
I just think this week they have to go with more of a That's why I say you have to go with the set. Like, okay, these guys are both gonna get 4 series, 3 series, whatever it is, each, and not worry about, if Anthony Brown doesn't get to play, or I mean, if Carter Bradley doesn't get to play at the end of the game, like, you're the main goal this week. If that's the news that you already put out there, if your main goal this week is to fight who your quarterback is, let's see them have the same amount of drives to see like actual good evaluation, because you can see who's going to be that third down, that third emergency quarterback in that 4th game when you have to, where those guys are going to be the guys that are going to play the majority of that game anyway. Anthony Brown and Carter Bradley are going to probably play a half each in that game, most likely. So I think this game has to be more important and not worry about if AOC just goes out there for, because they try to stick to a plan where it's a quarter each and they were trying to stick to that. Like, if you want a real good evaluation of what they're going to do, like in an actual game time situation, this is going to be it. And, I think that's the best, that would be the smartest approach, go each series, like, let's go with a set series for each guy. And that's how you'll probably get the best results, I think.
Damn, Terrence. You think that poor delay of games and a holding pen, a false start penalty is not a bad thing? Wow.
I mean, for preseason, yes.
Yeah, but it's just he's saying not a concern.
For preseason, it is preseason. If we had all those penalties,
don't start off like that.
Well, don't start off like third strings. It wasn't. Look, Gardner Minshew had that one delay game. They didn't have anything else after that. Everything else was delayed.
Minshew had like 2, and I think it was just the 2 starters that got those delayed games.
No, it was Anthony Brown.
Wait, did AOC have one? I don't think AOC had one.
No. I don't think he did. I don't think.
He only had one drive, and it was pretty clean. The drive was pretty clean, other than that.
They didn't get no penalties that first drive, but Minshew was in. I think there was 2 from Minshew and Getsy, and then there was 1. Anthony Brown is not good. They should.
Yeah.
I just think that in that drive with Minshew, you don't want that. You don't want that shit to happen. Obviously, you can take it as an excuse, whatever you want, but like, you had a good first down play where you had Zeus run for, from the 9-yard line to or 8-yard line, whatever it was, to the 3-yard line. That was a great first down play. You got yourself in position to where you could run or pass on second down. But on second down, you have that boneheaded play where, that was where we were calling that, you had a mix up, kind of a maybe too early in the offense type of, kind of like just not running the play to it was kind of a, like you said, miscommunication, on that second down. And then, on third down, you have your blindsided tackle, the tackle, kind of basically get beat so bad that, you didn't get no time to throw on third down too. So I like that drive. Like Gravy said, like, I'll put more stock on that drive because of the length of the drive and all that shit. I like that drive from AOC. Because I just think that it was the luck of the draw that's what I mean. Obviously, you want them to get better in the red zone because you can't have shit like that happen. on second and third downs. You know what I mean? But I will say it's unfortunate that, you know what I mean, that shit happened with AOC and, behind center. But that's just the way, you know what I mean, the roll of the dice, you know what I mean? But
I think they both did good on third down. They both did well on third down.
People, what up?
Except, when you had a chance to score, I would have did something different. Zeus was getting off on that drive.
I would probably run it again on second down. I probably would have ran it again on second down. You probably would have got it to the 1, and then you would have had, I think,
first down.
Or a better play call maybe on third down. You know what I mean? Or like an easier maybe where you got the tight end on the end to where you can help out on that. You know what I mean? Like so it's like I just think if you maybe like a different play call maybe on second down because it was a fucked up play call. And not a fucked up play call, it was just miscommunication on that second down.
Yeah.
And when Lowe brought up when he threw it to Tucker and Bowers did that quick end, I would have hit Bowers with it because
Bowers had a lot more room.
DA probably would have jumped and got that ball, but if he's not there, give it to the bigger dude. He would have got it. He would have. Same thing applies as a corner route, a deep corner route in the end zone. You would have scored with Bowers in there because he would have fell forward and none of them guys would have.
Well, shout out Tubby, man. He said we got a fullback, and one of the better plays in where Pete got beat and fucking AO barely got the ball out was to our fullback, which was actually Bowers, man. Bowers had a solid game, man. You can see that this guy is actually going to do something because, I mean, you seen the one play where he caught it across the middle. You know what I mean? It was just an under route, whatever or not. It was kind of like more of a pick play than anything. That's what I think Getsy's really, really good at doing as far as his offense is concerned. So Bowers came over the middle. He did that. Bowers was really kind of like heads up on that pass. He didn't go up for it, could have tipped it, you know what I mean, and whatever or not. But that was actually a really, really good throw. But also with that, him coming out of the backfield, bro, that was another good pass. He caught his footing, and he kept on moving forward, bro. So, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of good positive things is looking at, bro. I'm happy, bro. Like I'm not gonna dig into him so fucking hard right now at this point, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Now, if we're halfway through the season and we're fucking 500, bro, I'm gonna be pissed.
What's your biggest gripe about Saturday? Like two things. I would say your two biggest things from Saturday that you would say need to be improved more from Saturday. Your two biggest things.
My two biggest things.
I already know my answers. I would say I would say this. I would say that, and it's quick. The starting defense needs to give up less yards, and our depth needs to play better.
Yeah. My two things is that I needed to see more of I need to see more quarterback play. And also, the secondary defense was pretty bad. So those, I need to see more quarterback play, and then the defense was pretty bad. Those are my two gripes.
This might take a while, but nah.
He said this might take a while. You only get two, bro.
I think it's. I don't want to say quarterback, bro, because I love that drive that Aiden O'Connell did, the first drive. That's the type of drive you want right off the bat, bro. You know what I mean? So I would say what Gabe says, the defense starting out wasn't that good. And the run defense too, like Gabe said. It was more defensively. Yes, our offensive line wasn't up to speed on that left side, but if you said what's wrong, it would be those things. Those things at the same time. There's penalties. That's just a knack for me, but you should not have those. Those are dead ball penalties, and none of them are ever good. That's a good penalty. None of them are good. So if I thought our running game was acceptable for what we were doing. The running game was great first drive. It's just I would think Minshew all the way number 100% if Aiden didn't have that first drive. Even that right there was impressive. More impressive than what Aiden did all game. to me. That might be weird to some folks that I would say that, but that's the type of football that I like, and I'm sure that's the type of football that AP likes, because he's more. I'm gonna grind you down. That's where this violence and tearing them up and being physical. That's what you do. That's how you outdo those guys in those categories. Is running the football. And I thought Madison and Zeus did a great job doing that.
Yeah, because I think that first drive was great. Like, he ran it good. Like, I'm just saying, like, even that goal line, and somebody put it great in the chat earlier. Like, that's why football is the biggest team sport. You know what I mean? Because, you know what I mean, other shit, like, there's so many, components to it. Like, when you're out there that, you know what I mean, like a busted play, like a busted, play from a tackle like that can cause, that shit that's happened on third down. And then your miscommunications from two wide receivers being in the same spot like that can cause the second down to be like that, to where, you know what I mean, you don't want to see that shit, but it's stuff that's part of the team. You know what I mean? I wouldn't put that on the quarterback necessarily. You know what I mean? I would put that more on, like, as that's more of a team type of thing, where things need to be executed better on those on second and third down. I don't think it's necessarily the quarterback play on second and third down that affected us not scoring a touchdown. Obviously, you want Aiden to score a touchdown. You want him to put it in the end zone, but I don't think it's his fault that we didn't put it in the end zone, because on first down we had a very good play. You know what I mean, with Zeus running the ball. You know what I mean? It's just second and third down where we have to work on better. You need better execution on those two plays.
Mm-hmm.
You see, Zeus had a 3.8 average with only 6 rushes. He didn't get the ball that much. So our leading rusher was Sincere McCormick.
He always is the preseason hero, bro.
But the main thing is that Zeus got a touchdown.
Yeah. See, so okay, somebody had put something up here. Let me get back to this, bro. Like, okay, so all right, I'm calling you play call. Play call for me, bro, is a big thing. If Aiden O'Connell gets us all the ways down to the 5-yard line, from the 3-yard line, 5-yard line, whatever, starting this, gets us all the ways down, and if those two plays if that play call was, hey, give it to Zeus and let him finish it off, let's do it. I think the play call was a little bit bad, just for the simple fact is that we have Zeus that's supposed to be averaging 4 yards a carry. It looks like he's already doing the same thing, just starting off with 6 carries. That's what everyone was looking at last year. That's what it's supposed to be. If we're at the 15, 12-yard line, I'm expecting passes to the end zone. It's a shorter field, whatever or not, and O'Connell's has a better accuracy. That's red zone ball. Gardner Minshew didn't score in the red zone. He scored outside of the red zone. He threw that ball up, whatever or not. He was outside the red zone. So our red zone
did have a red zone touchdown though.
For rushing.
He didn't throw it in. Yeah, no, that's what I mean. It's still it's still an offensive touchdown in the red zone while he's at the helm, and that's why I'm saying I like that drive better than the one that he actually threw the touchdown in, when him running the play, like his play calling, like
exactly.
But it's just, you know what I mean? I like the way both our quarterbacks played.
Yeah, no, yeah. But what I'm saying is that, like, we wouldn't be saying nothing if Zeus could have got the ball and fucking ran it in when we had the ball at the 5-yard line, bro. It was at the 3-yard line. Those last two plays right there with the sack and then him trying to go for the touchdown, I get it. I understand that they're trying to push the fucking ball and, get their offense some confidence and moving forward. But go for the fucking score. Aiden O'Connell doesn't need to have 48 fucking touchdown passes. I mean, we would love it, but that's not who he is. You turn around and give it to the fucking playmakers. You know what I mean? You got Bowers right there that runs the fucking ball. You got fucking Trey Tucker that was actually could run the ball. But you have the guy that's supposed to finish 2-yard line. Thank you, Thrill 2020. But that's the thing. That was a play call thing. He should have fucking ran it in. Then we'll be like, oh, well, wait a minute. he had a fucking touchdown. So you can't really push the issue that Aiden O'Connell didn't have a touchdown, because that would have fucking made it 17. Or that would have made it 24 or whatever, whatnot. You know what I mean? But see, I think it was a play call. Because
the second down. I think even second down was worse than third down.
Yeah.
Because you definitely run the ball right there, because especially because of the philosophy that and what AP said after the game. He said they were going to go for it on fourth down, right? So that gives you 2 downs after that if you want to throw it. You know what I mean? So you run the ball on second down, because Zeus just gave you a very positive play on first down. So you go for it again. You know what I mean? You go run the ball again. Maybe you get a yard or 2, or maybe even score, but that puts you in a better position on third and fourth down. You know what I mean? I just think that second down killed them. That second down put us in a bad situation.
Consistency breaks down resistancy, bro. It doesn't matter. You stay consistent on doing something. So even if how Garner got us to the fucking line and then we played that ball, we should have did that with O'Connell. Because technically that right there is basically like, if we get into the place to where we're supposed to be a running football team, you know what I mean? Have all these good linemen and stuff like that. That's what we're supposed to do. So it's kind of sucks that Garner got us to do that, but Aiden didn't. You see what I mean? So for me, it's like we got to continue to do that for the whole fucking team. You see what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying. So it's like, hey, if he was taking a shot at the 15-yard line, 12 to 15-yard line, trying to hit in the end zone with that fade or whatever, whatnot, cool, let's run it. But then don't do that and then turn around, and you got to have the team consistent, playing consistent ball, because that's what's going to win. Hey, what's going to happen is people are going to start, coming up and stuff like that, and then you can turn around and change the play and start having some fun with it. I just think it's more consistency, and I think that it's just a learning process. It's fucking preseason, bro.
And it's the first fucking drive. First drive of the year, bro. Like first actual drive in an actual live game. That was the first drive to go 92 yards. I mean, like we all say, and I think we all could agree that you want this in for 7. But first fucking drive of the year, dog. You go up there, you get 3 points. Obviously, you want 7, but I'd say it's a hell of a damn drive, bro.
Yeah, I'm excited either way.
Better execution, maybe a better play call, second down, and that is 7. But I don't know, man. I shit, bro. I would say maybe we're putting a little too much, and we think like, if you're still like hard on, pause. You're still hard on AOC after that. I mean, if you don't believe in him because maybe it's past or whatever, but if that's the reason why your stock went down, I can't say your stock went down because of that, bro. There's no way. That drive was nice, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I seen stuff that I wanted to see that he worked on in the offseason. Step up into the pocket. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, one thing he didn't, like, one thing that I did see that I will agree on with that some people said in the chat that, it was an ugly throw when he did roll out. When he did roll out and try to throw on the run, that was ugly. Yeah, that very ugly, but you know what I mean? Threw the ball 10 yards, kind of too fucking way too fucking, like, he underthrew it. You know what I mean? So I will say that was a bad throw, but bro, first drive, 92 yards, you get 3. Another thing I will say too, like, that's kind of a silver lining, he fucking held on to the ball where he got on that sack too. You know what I mean? Like, other times you kind of see guys, these fucking pussy ass quarterbacks nowadays. You know what I mean? They're gonna. That's a fucking scoop and score. You know what I mean? And going 90 something yards back the other way. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
when a fucking defensive end is, you know what I mean, let free off the edge like that. You know what I mean? It's just, but. Oh man, the first fucking drive, I'm gonna say, I'll put more good than bad on that drive. You know what I mean? But
what, the O'Connell drive?
Good. Yeah,
dude, we held on to that ball. Carson kicked that field goal with 1 minute 37 in the first. That's how much time was left.
I think they gave us the ball with like 6 or like 7 minutes. They took like 10 minutes, almost 10 minutes. Yeah. No, they almost took 10 minutes of the clock themselves on that first drive. But we stopped them. We stopped them though on their drive. They almost took like 6-7 minutes or something themselves. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like that was like that whole first quarter was basically 2 drives from each team, 1 drive from each team. You know what I mean? They both were long.
That was good for O'Connell in my eyes that he sustained a drive that long. They mixed it up pretty cool. Like Gabe says, I would have ran the ball at one time in between second down, especially second down. But that play on third down was a play action pass play. So Getsy was in the right mindset to do play action, and then probably move to the left a little bit and then hit Tucker on that corner route, that deep corner. He had the guy beat, but he's not tall enough to turn around and get it. He was still running past the corner. And when he turned around, it was just too hot.
It was a bad throw. That's what I'm saying.
If it was Bowers or DA would have jumped and got it, Bowers probably just would have caught it like this, But any of those, I thought Kobe would have jumped and got it. But Tucker, he's not that tall of a guy. He's athletic enough, but he's a deep threat. Sure. He's not a 5 and corner type guy. I don't see him getting many throws like that.
Yeah, Trey saying
we could have ran it on third down. We could have ran it on third down and scored.
Yeah, but Big Trey, that's exactly what we're talking about. We're talking about that consistency to where it's like it's second, we're on the fucking 2-yard line, bro. We should have ran it. We should have ran the ball instead of trying to push the issue. It's just all it's gonna do is put the ball in the end zone. That's the whole purpose behind this, is put the ball in the end zone. So we start practicing good fucking techniques on when we're in a certain area, and then do certain things, then we can start messing around. But it's preseason, bro. We lost by 1 point. You know what I mean? Secondary, that was a good pick and everything like that. Huh? Can't hear me?
No. I would say that whole first drive, though, like, it's just, bro, like, I just think it's just a lot of, I think I'm putting a lot of into it. You know what I mean? Like, but I think it was a very good drive, Gabe. It's a good drive, bro.
That's football. I mean? That's football nowadays. Yeah. You can get. We didn't have a dynamic guy that usually that's his play, dude. That's Devontae's play.
And that's not the plan. Like, the plan was to get 7. The whole plan was to get 7 in that drive, because you heard AP say they were going to go for it. The plan was to go for it on 4th down because of what that first down play did for them. It put them in position that they already were like in mind, that they already had a mindset that they were going to go for it on 4th down, which that's why I don't understand the 2nd down play call. You know what I mean? Like, so if you already have that in mind that you're going to go for it on 4th down, that's why I run for it again on 2nd down, because then you have 2 plays. I mean, you can still throw for it on 3rd down because you could be at the 1-yard line or whatever. Even if you get stopped for no gain or whatever, you're still at the 3. So where you have 3rd and 4th down still. I mean, that's why I wouldn't agree with the play call on 2nd down. But the whole plan was to go for it, not to go for 3. You know what I mean? Obviously, that's what happened. But that sack was the biggest reason why we even had to go for 3, because obviously you're not going to go for it from 4th and 10. You know what I mean? Because they got sacked and they were literally at the 10-yard line. So they're not going to go for it on 4th down there. So, but the plan was to go for it. And I understand, like, I know you guys are tired of, settling for field goals, but come on, guys, we got to settle down. The first drive of the season. Yeah. First drive. And that
I was like, oh, here we go. Red zone opportunity, a sack. I was like, here we go. Here we go again. You know what I mean?
So, hey, shout out Ryan Lynn. He says right here, this is a good point, and everybody's got to remember this, because this is going forward and stuff like that. He says, I'll forever be grateful to AOC. He's done enough for us last year to win AP the head coaching position. Because imagine who we'd be having right now and stuff like that. So you guys got to remember that. So he's kind of indebted to him for that too. But also, my opinion says right here, it said Minshew had 4 tries at the 2, got a TD. AOC had 4 plays at the 2 and took a sack and got us 3. So, okay, I'll give you that. But see, the thing is, though, with that play, my opinion, they ran the ball. when AOC had it, they pushed to fucking go for the touchdown. So it's no big
I just would have loved to see at least a second drive from AOC. That would have been just good to see. Just a second drive. You know what I mean? Just at least a second drive from AOC, because they did go, you know, they put him in, you know what I mean? They put him deep. He did go 92 yards. I mean, I would have loved to see a second drive. Obviously, you can't say they would have put it in the end zone for sure, but I would just would have loved to see at least a second drive from him, because maybe would have had a better comparison. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he had enough time. He got enough time on that drive.
Oh, for sure. No, I do. For me personally, I agree. I think he did enough on that first drive. That for sure that he did enough, but. I would have loved to see a second drive, just because you could have put up the two scoring drives of Minshew against the two actual drives of Aiden, to where you could have seen who might have separated themselves. Because like I'm saying, I would have loved to see a second drive, because maybe Aiden would have came out, put up a touchdown, came back and threw a bomb or whatever the case may have been, threw a touchdown, or he could have went 3 and out. You know what I mean? So you would have had a better comparison, to where you had a guy go on 2 or 3 drives and have two touchdown drives, and then you would have had a guy go on 2 or 3 drives but had 10 points or only 3 points on 2 drives. You know what I mean? And one was a 3 and out. So that's why I would have loved to see a second drive out of them. That's why more than a quarter each. You know what I mean? That's why I was saying that would have been better. But I mean, that's, like I said, that's in hindsight now. I think they'll probably have a better plan for this weekend. But I just think that you can't really blame AOC on much what he did on Saturday.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna have a better fucking view coming up very, very shortly. So check this out. Tuesday, I don't know who we're gonna have, but I won't be here. I know the guy's gonna be holding it down for me. So make sure you guys tune in on Tuesday. It'll be 8 o'clock. We'll see. We'll put it up and we'll see who's gonna be on. But as of right now, we have 90 votes. You guys are looking at the chat right now. We have 90 votes, and 60% of people saying that AOC is gonna be their starter.
Pretty close though. Still pretty close. 60-40. I mean, that's still good.
Not bad.
Still pretty close.
Yeah. So, you know what I mean. Either way, man, it's gonna be pretty good.
I see a lot of.
Jonathan Seven said, "Hey, he said, hey." Jonathan Seven said, "He said, man, throw up that raggedy ass, fucking poll." And now I do it. And now look, he's saying it's fucking rigged. Get out of here.
I know. I'm just saying, 60-40 is still. It ain't like it's too overwhelmingly to one way. You know what I mean? Like, there's obviously still a lot of people think, and I think it's going to be. I think we're even going to have a better, understanding of who's going to start for sure this week, because you're going to see DA out there, our best weapon. I mean, they already said that he's back. He's going to be back with the team this week, so you'll see him out there with most likely the ones. And let's just see, man. Let's just see what it is this week.
I thought Luby.
Let the best guy win. That's all I will say. Now, let the best guy win.
Luby. I thought Luby would play sooner than where he did.
Yeah.
Oh, what he's doing. I don't know what they think of him. Maybe it ain't what the chat thinks. I thought he'd be in second with Minshew or something. I thought he'll be in quicker than the middle of the third quarter. If he was that good or whatever. I like the kid, but shoot, when Zeus is hot, that's the way he's gonna be.
Yeah, I like that. Hey, and you know what? It was kind of a little, kind of eating my words with, like, I like Abdullah on third down. I like what he could do on third down. Huh?
He's a specialist on third down. Bro.
Yeah. Actually, I mean, I've been saying about Lobby, don't get me wrong. And I still do like Lobby. I like what he's been doing and all of that shit. But he's going to be more of a guy, like, for special teams, for sure. Kind of after, especially after seeing Saturday. That's exactly why I wanted to see, actually, a game. But Abdullah looks like he's going to be more part of it. He looks, he's gonna be a good third down. He's gonna be a good third guy on third down. I just think that the lobby thing is more of because Abdullah he has been hit with an injury bug before in his career. You know what I mean? So you kind of have that insurance policy with lobby because lobby has been performing. So you know what I mean? So
watch out, bro. Sincere McCormick. Sincere McCormick. He led the Raiders in rushing again on a preseason game. Watch out.
Watch out, yo, guys. Before we get out of here, man, I know me and Gabe, we're going to be getting our tickets this week. You know what I mean? Great. We're figuring it all out, man. But we are going to be there. But I just seen this and it was sent to me from by Leo, man. Shout out Leo, bro, and everybody. So if you can read it right there, it's kind of hard to read. Let me see if I can zoom it in a little bit, so maybe you guys get a little bit. I actually can. Let me see if I zoom out.
I know we're in pink lot too, so that's gonna be cool.
So it's gonna be in pink lot. So I'm gonna read it out real quick, man. Sorry, let me pull it up real quick. So Leo,
because I know my brother-in-law and all of them, they already got tickets too, and they have their pink lot passes and all of that shit already too. So we there too. You know.
So shout out to the Cruise Tailgaters, Oakland Takeover Tailgate, Sunday, September. Was it the 8th? Yeah, September 8th. Chargers. You know what I mean. It's going to be in the pink lot, featuring Oakland's famous A-Lot Top Shelf Bar and Bar Torronis, Southern Jazz Kitchen, Big Sal's Barbecue. I can't. Somebody's Tacos, Chicana, and Himorto. I can't read that, but the tacos. And also, if you guys have been around, I mean, I know you guys have been around through the podcasting world, you're going to be able to meet the whole cast of Protect the Shield. That's Chris, Cheeto Linus, Raider Rundown, and Turf. Man, these are all good dudes, man. I appreciate all of them, man. Yeah, shout out to the boys, man. We appreciate you guys, man. But yeah, you guys go ahead. You know, I'm pretty sure a lot of people go over there with those guys too. And, you know, we all kind of have the same kind of people all the ways around. So shout out to all those guys, man. I appreciate them, man. They're good for the nation, man. They have good shows and stuff like that. So yeah, make sure you guys get ready for the games coming up, man. It's gonna be dope, bro. It's gonna be dope.
Oh yeah. So I'm glad Derek put this right here too, because somebody asked right now, why didn't we see Eichenberg out there? I think his aunt passed away. I think he was excused. You know what I mean? So that's the reason.
So yeah, I did not know that. I did not know that she had passed, man. So
I don't even notice.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's a lot of season to go around, bro. A lot of people are gonna get some plays, man. So it's gonna be pretty dope, bro. It's gonna be pretty dope. I'm excited, bro. I'm ready for Saturday already. Let's go. So let's just fucking fast forward to Saturday, bro. Let's get it going. But yeah, man. Thank you guys for the show, man. We had like 130 people out here at one point, man. On the way out, hit that like button, man. It helps with the alcohol. I mean, the algorithm. Man, we appreciate it, man. A lot of people will show some love today, man. Shout out to Turf, man. He shot a $10 super chat, man. Appreciate you that, man. Really, really do, man. Shopify, the shirts, everything is coming out very, very soon, man. You guys stick around for that. Every show, every thumbnail, there's going to be a shirt, or we might start off with like 5 different ones and stuff like that. Pretty much going to be pretty simple. There's going to be some shield up shirts. There's going to be a lot of different things that we're going to be doing. So, man, we are at 1,000 subscribers, man. It's long overdue, man. Shout out Jonathan 7 for bringing it back up to us, man. We're at 1,001, man. It's fucking nice, man. It was a long drive, but now we can start getting a little bit more revenue and stuff like that. So we might be trying to get some more stuff. And also before it all, probably after week 1, we should have a big announcement about Monday Night Football game, man. So make sure you guys stick around for that, man. Appreciate you guys. I don't know who's going to be the special guest on Tuesday, but me and the boys will talk about it and we'll get it going for you guys, man. We appreciate all you guys. We always tell you guys around these parts. Be thankful for what you do, God, what you don't. Don't drink and drive. Drink, party, do whatever, but just don't drink and drive, man. And yeah, man. You guys got any announcements before we take off?
Nah, just remember, Raider Nation for life, man, and keep the faith, man. We're gonna be good this year, dog. Just keeping the excitement, dog. The excitement alive.
And 97 votes, 62% saying AOC.
All right.
So
all right, y'all.
Yeah, we're gonna get out of here, but like how we always get out of here on 3. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Raiders! You guys all be safe.
Hell yeah, man.